Street temperature can be anywhere in excess of 50 degrees.
More and more storms are happening. There's more and more threats on the ability for us to produce our food.
We are seeing changes in the climate, and that's particularly with extreme weather events.
Stormwater runoff going into the downstream environment was a main concern for Council.
There's never been a more important time for councils to be taking into account the impact of our changing climate.
Bolt Street is a medical precinct frequented by elderly people, young parents, people with disabilities who are the most vulnerable people in urban heat environments.
Wallandilly was earmarked as a growth area, but we are a rural living, rural focused area.
Reductions that we are likely to see in terms of the future scenario of food production are quite alarming from a point of view of not just the magnitude, but it also has impact on the urban form. We increase the urban heat island effect and we lose a connection to the land. It's not a good direction and it's not necessary either.
Local Government New South Wales is proudly partnering with the New South Wales Government to provide support for councils to do this great work.
Parkshire is experiencing an increase in the number of hot days and changes to rainfall patterns as a result of climate change, and this is having a negative impact on water quality, water quantity, stormwater infrastructure and biodiversity. Once we identified the need for this project, we applied for funding and then we could get artificial wetland that we did with community volunteer assistance.
Planting trees focused on water urban sensitive design principles is a simple, effective solution to decrease the heat and the temperatures in these environments. The trees will increase the level of shade within Bolt Street by about 300% and reduce the ground temperature by estimated 20 degrees.
The Institute for Sustainable Futures were our research partners to help us gather the evidence for a good discussion and dialogue about what are we going to do and plan for the future. How can we preserve the culture of farming in the Sydney Basin? It was part of the resilience of the city. There's a whole framework that other councils can use and apply to their planning policy development. So we're thinking differently on how we're planning for the future.
So the water quality impacts of this project are fantastic, but one of the best outcomes has been creating this area of habitat for our native flora and fauna. So we've opened this space up to the community.
We feel really excited about implementing this project. It's a really good outcome for the community.
I'm so proud of the great work so many New South Wales councils are doing. We've produced a series of 20 case studies. We can all share the innovations that we've put in place.